Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. This is TJ and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast and welcome to my Money in the Bank review. What a show, man. What an excellent show. The crowd was so electric and Cena is back, man. Cena is back and I'm so excited. I literally jumped from my seat when Cena returned. That was unexpected, man. I didn't really expect that Cena would be returning. I was expecting this week's Smackdown, but man, they really that I mean, they really got the surprise very well. Surprised us very well and made us happy in the end. This was overall a very fantastic, excellent show. I would say the crowd made really very good. I mean, I would say the matches were great. I mean, wrestling was good. The storytelling and character work was almost all the matches were very fun to watch. So this was a very example, you can say. You can bring the crowd back because this pay-per-view just fits that crowd very well, because Money in the Bank, the moments are being created, high spots, and all of the daredevil things are being shown in this pay-per-view. So it's a great example for WWE to come back the crowd into this pay-per-view, and it was nothing short of fantastic, excellent. And we get into this review. Then the first off, we kicks off with a kickoff show where Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso had the chance on the Mysterio's SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So my prediction was the Usos, and they actually defeated Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio with some shenanigans. I would say this match was a good opener. I would say good kickoff show, and fan really got a over expected. Over delivered kind of a crowd reaction they got here. The match itself was, I would say, pretty good match. It wasn't like out of the mind, but the story and all the things that was palpable. So that was the kind of that was the kind of environment that's going on. So that's why the fans really got into it, and they were just like in the SmackDown, the fans are really hungry to get that reaction to the wrestlers, to the stars, superstars. So that's the thing. So anyways, this match, actually the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, in the end, actually we see that the Uso help getting the leverage on the roll up on Dominic Mysterio, I guess. So they get the roll up and win the Tag Team Championship, and it was not a shocking, I would say, because I was expecting that the Usos, the Bloodline, would be holding on some full belts, whole belt in their whole championship in their arsenal. So that was there. So I have nothing problem in that. So that's a kickoff show. We get into the main show then. So the pyro was fantastic, and the crowd was exciting, and all the things was set, and we get to the first match, which was Women's Money in the Bank match. And this was Alexa Bliss, Nikki Ash, Asuka, Naomi, Zelina Vega, Liv Morgan, Natalia, Tamina. Really great, really fun match, I would say. Really fun match. The crowd really worked very well, and Nikki Ash and Zelina Vega got a really big reaction, and apart from that, Natalia and Tamina got lots of boos whenever they were doing some stuffs, and that was there. And it was a really fun opener, I would say. No, really fun, really good fun, I would say. Good match, a good. In the end, we saw Nikki Ash, but the ending, I would say, wasn't very surprising, actually. Not a type of ending we see always, like no one is there to interrupt or something, and you finally get that briefcase. That wasn't that kind of ending. But I'm not complaining about it. It was some kind of change, I would say. And all of them, 7 or 8 women, were fighting out. Finally Nikki Ash comes up. They all don't observe this superhero girl, and she just picks up the briefcase and she does the job, and Nikki Ash is a Women's Money in the Bank winner. So my prediction was Nikki Ash, and my favorite was I was telling that maybe I want Zelina Vega to win, but it's okay, man. Nikki Ash won, and I don't know who would be she be going for the championship. So taking out the look on the scenario, we see that Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair are the champions right now. So that's the scenario. Let's see how it goes, but it could be fun. Let's see. I'm not very into this character, I would say, but still it's fun to watch the new superhero character. I'm not a very fairy tale person who just believes on all the things and all the unbelievable things, and I'm not very like that. But still, sometimes I like this kind of stuffs. So she's really going doing good. So this was very entertaining, really fun, entertaining match. And backstage segment, we got also celebrate their title win while Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman stood by. And Reigns said he did all the heavy lifting, and Jay wouldn't be there if it wasn't for him. And Reigns said they are covered in gold, and family's always watching. And Reigns said that now he's given them what they want. It's time for them Uh, to give him what he wants. Jay said he had Reigns. Then Jimmy stepped in front of his brother and praised Reigns, and they hugged them both. And this was a good family moment, a good family backstage moment right there for the bloodline. And we get to the next match. AJ Styles almost defends their Raw tag team titles against Viking Raiders. A really good match, man. I wasn't expecting a very good match here, but the crowd really worked out this match very well. The crowd actually the crowd actually really worked all the matches by giving great reaction. So it had a reason, man. It is after 17 months you're coming back, and you don't expect like the fans are muted or something. This was so great, man, to see the matches. This was back and forth match. Viking Raiders were coming up with the maneuvers. AJ Styles and almost were getting getting the upper hand. There was a point where almost had a performance of a lifetime, I would say, because this is one of the best almost match I have seen in when back in he debuted actually. So this was a very good tag team match for him and almost worked very well. And he had a lot more to show in this match. AJ Styles he's always shines, man. Whenever he's doing wrestling with in a single scenario, he's so good, man. We forget that for the tag team situation, because he's so good, man, when he's put in onto the singles position. Just saying, man, is so good to see. And he just blends it with everyone very well. And that was the case. And this was a really good tag team defense, where I was expecting maybe we could have shocker Viking Raiders, but it was not. AJ Styles almost picked up the victory and retains their Raw tag team titles. So my prediction was AJ Styles and almost a really fun, entertaining match again. And we get to backstage. Kevin Patrick interviewed Drew McIntyre, who played to the Fort Worth crowd by asking them to make some noise. And fans make noise, but there was a mixed noise as well, like some kind of booze as well about the Money in the Bank ladder match. He delivered a promo kind of motivation, and video package said by comes up for the WWE Championship match. And next we are going to be witnessing the WWE Championship match, Bobby Lashley versus Kofi Kingston. This was a one-sided match, and as uh, as as kind of I was expecting, maybe there was two things I was expecting, maybe to be a straight up kind of back and forth match. And Kofi Kingston having that reaction for that Kofi Mania, and then finally Bobby Lashley retaining the champion. But this wasn't like that. This was kind of a smash mouth style, where this was smash mouth style for Bobby Lashley, because Kofi Kingston somewhat get some offense in the beginning for 2-3 minutes, and then after that it was all Bobby Lashley. He completely destroyed this guy by shoving this guy, and by shoving this guy into the ring post, slamming him, and multiple times dominator, and finally puts him into the hurt lock until the referee calls for the bell finally. And he had locked in that hurt lock first time, but he actually leave that hurt lock and slammed him just to humiliate him, just to disrespect him. So I like this new character Lashley is bringing up, and he's not playing games. He's not playing games, and he's one and alone. And I do see MVP turning as well maybe in the future, but this time it was not like that. He was completely supporting Bobby Lashley. He was holding Kofi Kingston as well when he was going for the Trouble in Paradise, I guess. This was a one-sided match. I would say as a match, I would say this was a good booking for Bobby Lashley. I have no complaint for this, because this is what I expected. I don't want Kofi Kingston to again win the WWE Championship. So it's a good booking going into the SummerSlam. Maybe he would be facing Goldberg. That's a guess. That's right now. Lesnar is not kind of confirmed right now, but we'll see how it goes. But personally, I want to see Lashley versus Lesnar. And now that Cena has come back for Roman Reigns, if we get Lesnar on Raw, that would be a perfect situation for both Raw and SmackDown carrying out the show. So in forward, actually, we get to a video package for the Raw Women's Championship match. The fact that I was really didn't excited about it, but still at this point I was thinking that this would be a really very good match because the crowd was really got very excited for all the matches here. And next was Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, and this was great, man. This was so back and forth. They told the story very well, just like that what they have shown in this past, that they know very well each other, all the bag of tricks, all the bad tricks that Charlotte Flair had. Rhea Ripley knows that. So Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, this was a back and forth, really good match. At first, it was fans didn't care about it; they were chanting for Becky, but then afterwards, I was thinking that, man, put some respect on these women, because they are really putting on a very good match. And finally they turned it over, and they pulled the crowd over, and that was surprisingly, man, Charlotte Flair got a good reaction. There was a mix of boo and it was cheer as well. And when it was all said and done, Charlotte Flair retained as the thing that played out was Rhea Ripley's leg was multiple times. Charlotte Flair actually slammed onto the ring post, so that played a lot of uh, lot of heat to Charlotte Flair, and finally locks in that very stretched figure eight leg lock, and Rhea Ripley finally taps out, and she is the new Charlotte Flair is a new Raw Women's Champion. I'm completely fine, actually. I'm not very angry or something, because back then, if this would have been done in WrestleMania Backlash or something, I would have been angry. But this time I'm not very angry, because at times I would say Charlotte Flair reacted like a baby face when she was crying, but there was emotions when there was angry. She was acting heelish, and finally she's a heel because she was attacking Rhea Ripley. I hope so that this is for good for Rhea Ripley. Like, she should go for some other storyline and get over by the crowd, and somewhat turn baby face then, and get into the Raw Women's Championship after that. So it's a really good improving time for Rhea Ripley, I would say. So till that, Charlotte Flair could be a good replacement for very good. I mean, champion for championship material for the SummerSlam as well. So big match kind of things. Charlotte Flair is a brand name, so that they want. So that's why they are doing. So maybe Charlotte versus Becky. I expected Becky's return after the match, but we didn't see. So there was a lot of V1 Becky chant, but she wasn't there. But still, this was a really a very awesome match. I would say a really good match, awesome match. And as I was saying that at this time, Peacock had some issues with stream as well. As I was seeing this live, so there was when there was not loading, it was not loading, so there were some issues, so that was kind of bugging me. But it is what it is. We get to the next match, which is a men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Riddle versus Ricochet versus Ron Morrison, Drew McIntyre, BigE, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Shinsuke Nakamura, and these six guys. This was so unpredictable, man. They really did work were very this, I would say, men's Money in the Bank was great than women's Money in the Bank. It had so much of action, so much of things going on. Riddle and John Morrison actually teaming up each other and having arguing first day, who's the drip kind of thing. That was good. And then we got they teaming up with each other and taking out every other guys, and Drew McIntyre coming up and facing off and taking out Riddle, and taking out John Morrison and Seth Rollins. And Kevin Owens was my favorite, but he didn't got a lot of things to do here. But he was here to take six sick nasty bumps, as he took two. He took a two bumps where back in 2016. I watched it this week, last week, Money in the Bank 2016, where Kevin Owens actually took a slam onto the standard ladder, onto the edge of the ladder. So that same spot they did it again, and he did it perfectly again. And then there was Seth Rollins. Finally, I thought about that Kevin Owens going to be winning. I was so nervous and excited. And when Seth Rollins comes up and he just power bombs onto the ladder that was fit onto that announce table and apron, so he was out. And Seth Rollins, I mean, I was saying that, man, no, I don't wanted to see Seth Rollins winning again, because new superstar should win. I was expecting Kevin Owens, and then I was thinking about BigE. BigE was the one who I actually thought about, because my prediction was BigE and Nikki A.S.H. Surprisingly, the both prediction uh, got right for me actually. My favorite for both SmackDown was and Raw was Zelina Vega and Kevin Owens, but they were not. But my prediction that I gave was WWE should be going for this direction, which was Biggie and Nikki Ash, and that was the ending. So we got a lot of things, Jinder Mahal actually, and Veer and Shanky getting involved, McIntyre taking McIntyre out, and that tells us that Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre storyline is going forward with the SummerSlam matchup. So it's good. I mean, Drew McIntyre is away from this title picture. I mean, it's so long. I mean, so much long time that he had got. I mean, I respect his all the things that he had did in Thunderdome era, but he needs to be putting on strong mid card rivalry as well, because you should be a jack of all trades. You should be giving all the moments here and there. So you should not be sticking it around only a championship title guy. So that would harm your overall character, overall career as well. You should be forging upon other perspective, other aspect as well. So that was the thing that I spotted about Ricochet's high flying maneuvers were great, and Nakamura also didn't got much of a moment. Nakamura, Kevin Owens didn't got much of a moment. It was more of Riddle, Ricochet. It wasn't very there, but mostly it was Seth Rollins, Morrison, and Drew McIntyre and BigE. They were Riddle was also there, and so finally BigE get the victory as Rollins set up two ladders side by side and climbed the taller one, and BigE climbed up behind him and hit the big ending from the ladder. That was a new that got a huge pop, and that was great, man. Really perfectly well executed move from the top of the ladder, and Rollins is out, and BigE climbed the ladder and pulled down the briefcase and embrace the moment, and you got it, man. And I want I was as I was telling in my prediction that I don't have a problem Biggie winning, but I have problem with the character that he's portraying. I mean, I don't want him going for I mean, in Raw again, if he get drafted or something. I don't want to give reuniting with the New Day, because he would be then the funny guy that we all see. I don't want again that funny character. I want that NXT character that he had. They can certainly bring out. Now the crowd is back. I don't know why they are not. I mean, not heel turn or something, but certainly they can change him a fan favorite kind of serious character, I would say. Yeah, some kind of Kevin Owens kind of character. So I want a different Biggie now that he have won the Money in the Bank briefcase. So really excited. So how is gonna be the cashing going on? I mean, I don't know. I think so. Biggie is gonna hold this briefcase for something like 6 months or 4 months, I would say. I don't think so he'll be crashing. Let's see how it would be. You cannot predict like at this scenario. Let's see. And we got to Cole and McAfee, and they hyped up SummerSlam, which is at Las Vegas, August 21st. And backstage, Rollins is furious and on Kevin Pratt that it was his destiny to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, and he said he has another plan right now, and whoever wins the Universal title, I'm the next in line to get, regardless the championship match. So a video package, then we got a main event time, Roman Reigns versus Edge. Great video package as always. WWE does really good video packages, and Edge comes out with a huge pop, just like Smackdown. Really got a really excellent, I mean, so much pop he got. Yeah, so again Roman Reigns comes out and he takes time, and the champion comes and at his own time. So Roman Reigns got got a huge lot of booze, and it was a perfect environment. The whole ambience and the whole environment that was being displayed, it was just so awesome, man, to see. Just getting to the main event, and finally the event is so successful that's going on. And I was so happy until this now. And we finally get to the match, and this match was a kind of a slow paced match, I would say. Not everyone would like this match. At my In my case, I would say I would not say that it was level like Jey Uso Roman Reigns storytelling, or I would say Roman Reigns Kevin Owens kind of matchup. I don't want to say like that. Or maybe hell, you can say the triple threat match in WrestleMania. So that was just a wrestling match, but I don't want to say that. But still, it was a singles match that Edge got the opportunity, and they really did tell a story there, because Edge is the ultimate opportunist, and he really told a classic storyline that good and bad guy, and a bad guy kind of controlling the good guy with the chin lock for extended period of time. So these kind of things are we don't see in this era or something. If you want to watch this, go back to 80s and early 90s. You can clearly see that kind of thing. So I was trying to understand the match, how it's going. It was certainly slow at 15 minutes or something, but still this actually got I mean, drama got pace then. And finally, Reigns was set up for a Superman punch, but Edge countered it a backslide for a near fall. Both men got up and performed simultaneous kicks. Both fall down. They stood up and traded punches, and the fans gave them yeah boo treatment, like Roman Reigns boo, and yeah for Edge, and really worked the crowd really well. So it was a slow, methodical kind of style match. So it's really good for Reigns to watch through the good form. Good, I mean, watching Reigns do this slow storytelling, because back then, if you remember, his matches are not like that, very slow or something. He's a powerhouse, so he have already always have some moments going on in the match. But this was not like that. So he's a heel right now, so he embraced that heel character, and embraced that reaction all the crowd has. And so that was it. Edge avoided a punch and then pulled Reigns back into a pin for a good near fall. And Edge clotheslined Reigns, and they got back to his feet. Kicked Edge when he approached him. Edge came back, right back, and performed a DDT, a great DDT counter. And Edge caught Reigns on the ropes and slammed his head onto the rope of the top of the ring post casing. And we get to a moment where Edge went to the corner and waited for Reigns to set up, then charged him for a spear, but Reigns caught him in a guillotine, and Edge drove into the corner to break it momentarily, but Reigns reapplied the hold. Edge pushed toward, and both men tumbled through the ropes, which broke the hold. And in the end, we saw the ref bump, and the ref bump wasn't very believable, I would say, because as Roman Reigns was Edge placed Reigns on his shoulders, carried him back to the ring. Edge covered Reigns for a near fall, and Reigns came back with a punch, hit with a Superman punch, which caused Edge to fall down onto referee, and ref got knocked out. I mean, yeah, that was a really unbelievable kind of ref bump, but it is what it is. Ref bump goes on, and Reigns had his back of the mind, so he wanted to do what Edge has did at SmackDown at WrestleMania, and that's the steel chairs pipe getting into the crossface position. And Reigns put on that crossface position, and Edge actually reversed that. A really good reversal, man. I mean, punching him into the back and into the gut, and Edge blocked it, and he then had the moment again. He then locked in the steel pipe crossface for an extended amount of time. So ref is still bumped up, and another ref is nowhere, and Usos come up, but from the back we had a huge pop, and that was a Mysterio's got a huge pop. Mysterio's take out Usos onto the back, and that didn't really play a distraction or something, but and Crossface still locked in, and fans started booing. And Edge got to his feet, went to the corner. He waited for Reigns to stand up. Stand up as Before that, Reigns got his feet, waited for Edge to stand up, and let Reigns pick up, stand up, and Reigns went for a spear, but Edge beat him into it. And second referee ran in and countered the close near fall. It would have been three, but it is what it is. The babyface not getting uh, the thing that he should that the thing that he should get, and Edge was waiting for the spear. He waited for Reigns to stand up. Rollins returned, and Edge saw him coming and knocked him off the apron with a kick. So before that, when he actually logged in that crossface, Seth Rollins came up and hit a nasty super kick back on the neck. It was so on to point, man. Did he really got that into a back of the net, a back of the head? It really felt like that. So it was nasty to see him suffering like that. And finally, after that, he again come back, kind of distracting him, and that gets Reigns a spear and pinned him. And this was the end for Edge's Universal Championship opportunity. And we're gonna see Edge versus Seth Rollins, a long-awaited match at SummerSlam. So that's the route they are going with. So the things that played out, we're kind of expecting that Seth Rollins would be ruining the match, but when it really played out with the crowd reaction and all, it was so great, man. It was so great. I mean, the words are very less for this, and you should watch this. And the big thing was waiting, because after that Rollins attacked Edge and then stopped, stared on with Reigns, and he says that this is mine kind of a thing. And Rollins go away. Edge comes back then, and Edge and Rollins brawl over, and they go to the fans. They go to the crowd section, and it was just like that, because we had the big things. Roman Reigns music hits then, and he's celebrating, and he had the mic, and he says that now the whole world can acknowledge me in the heel manner that he said. And right after that, Cena's music hits and crowds get popped, man. It's a huge pop. I mean, I think it was a huge than Edge, I would say. I mean, it was barely that any music was hearing, because it was so. I mean, yeah, it was so fantastic, man. And John Cena's entrance music played. Cena played to the crowd and showed off towel. So unexpected, man. I was so expecting that. Is it real? I mean, so surreal that I didn't expect that this would be there, because till now no surprises. I don't think so. This would be the ending or something. But man, this was great, man, and this really put that the word of the mouth for this show very well, because you should that because I wouldn't say that not only for the Cena return, but this show was a great, man. Whole over the. Cena approached Reigns and did the "You Can't See Me," and he played out the crowd, and fans can't get over him, like seeing him very shocked. And Cena climbed the ropes, played to the crowd, while Reigns watched the show and went off the air. So much of story that when they faced off, because back in when you remember the war of words they had in 2016 No Mercy match, before that build up and all the things would be played out. So excited, man. And he said that, and we had a clip as well after that actually got into Twitter, that he actually thanked all the fans for, and he's happy to be here, and he was so waiting, and he's finally here, and he's going nowhere, he says, and he's not for one night, and he's going, and it's confirmed, guys. He's coming on Monday Night Raw, this Monday Night Raw, tomorrow's Monday Night Raw. So very excited to see him. So there's a rumor that Goldberg is a strong rumor that Goldberg is also returning. So I don't want Goldberg to return this week. Maybe they can do it for next week or something. But if he returns, I don't have any problem or something. Hopefully he'll be going for the Lashley's title. But Lashley should beat him, Goldberg, now that this whole thing is changed over the Lashley's character. And also I don't want Goldberg getting the title again if they are going with Lashley Goldberg route, because Lesnar isn't. I don't know Lesnar what's the matter, because back when they had the Thunderdome show, before Thunderdome show, that it was Brock Lesnar felt that fans are not there, that's why he's not coming. Now the real fans are there, and he's not. I mean, I don't know what's the issue, but still it is what it is. A very fun, enjoyable, excellent pay-per-view, and really recommended pay-per-view. Watch this pay-per-view to the whole. Don't watch the highlights, man. Watch the whole. If you are a wrestling fan, you should really watch this. The perfect fans comeback that WWE gave, not over delivered, not under delivered, just just balanced and just excitement that the whole show had. The crowd really got gave the fans, gave the wrestlers a lot of motivation, and it was fantastic, man. So I hope so you liked my review. Please put it on your comment section. What was your favorite match from this Money in the Bank pay-per-view? And who do you see, Roman Reigns, I mean now that we see that Cena, Roman Reigns is going to play it on Lashley, Goldberg is going to see out. So who are you expecting? Like who should get the victory for the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship as well? So put it down in the comment section below, and put it down the ratings as well for your matches as well. So my favorite match, I would say, the Reigns vs Edge was great. Whole post match stuff, because that would be my favorite. And again, another would be the Raw Women's Championship match. I'm surprising that I'm telling this, because it was very very good, man. It was very very good. But if there had Bianca Belair versus Bailey, it would have been a mark for them, because that had a good story than this. But maybe I think so. So that was it, man. You hope you liked it. Please put it on your thoughts on my review and your thoughts on the show, on the Money in the Bank, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, peace.